This is the review of the Harbor Freight Haulmaster roof-mounted cargo carrier. I installed it on my 2008 Hyundai Santa Fe, and the rack itself is very nice, very sturdy, very strong, plenty of area to place your cargo. The issue are the brackets. And if you install them per the instructions, that tip would extend above that hole. And even if you put the little stoppers in there, then it's up so high, the stoppers barely go down in there. And you gotta have them in there or they'll tear your fabric or your suitcase or whatever. And with them sticking up so high, your load isn't going to fit flat if you have a flat product. But you know, in the picture it shows a bunch of canvas bags and stuff, which are flexible. But if you had like I'm gonna carry some plastic containers up here that need to set flat. So what I did was, in order to keep all this valuable space, but if you got those knobs sticking up in the middle, you can't fit anything flat in there. It's going to bounce all over the place. So I had to put a piece of wood under there. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. And then I turned the little knobbies upside down, because if you have them right set up and then stick them in there, they're still going to protrude. Those little knobby things that fit in the holes will still protrude above the bracket here, causing your load to be misbalanced. So I turned them upside down. That also keeps the water from getting in there, which is the point of the little knobbies that go on top. And they're also there to, in case the threads extend above the head there, which they, in this case, they'd extend way above the head and wouldn't even fit in there. So with this little hack, everything's flush. I'll be able to, fit a rack in there. It's not flush, but I'll be able to, it'll be good enough once and I will secure it down. And these are tightened super tight without, and that's another issue. If you see the little back bracket, the little metal bracket, as you tighten them down, it kind of bows. So that makes the threads extend even higher up through that plastic cap. So, I could have used a 1/2 inch piece of wood and it still would have worked fine. But, and also just for a little security, when I put my product in there, my plastic containers, I'm going to wrap around this part of that's attached to the car, which will further secure this rack to the car in case I'm worried about these things vibrating loose. But I put a couple little zip ties in there. They wouldn't hold in a real case scenario, but it might stop some of the vibration or something in some way. And I also thought, and they don't look that great. So what I plan on doing, I may, take it apart and paint them black. That way they'll blend in with the rest of the rack. But like I say, the rack itself is sturdy, it's great. The bracket has a lot to be desired of. And there's the way it looks on the car.